If you ever tried budgeting and you fail, you need to hear this. You aren't bad with money. The problem is that the spreadsheets was designed and made for the accountants, not for a person who is coming home 12-hour shift. If you are tired and exhausted from tracking every single penny and at the end of the month still being broke, in today's video I'm gonna show you a simple 10-minute system and how to fix it. I spent my 20s being broke without an organization. I basically literally drank off house deposit because I used to live on a vibe, except to live on a system. That's why now my goal is to help you to build a so boring system that will help you to stop all your leaks, beat the banks, and buy your freedom back. I'm gonna break a simple 2-account rule and how to find your live number, thanks to which one you will never ever feel broke again. The very first mistake I done was, I call it 1-account trap, and I have to say that was my biggest mistake. I done it. I kept everything in one place. My salary, my rent, my spendings, same as my fun money. Whenever I was opening the bank account and I seen another 3, 4, 500 pounds, I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Let's go for shopping. We hit the shopping, we spend the money because I seen the 500 pounds. So I can afford that hoodie, that extra clothes, extra shoes or something. I could afford it. The problem is that I didn't realize that that 500 pounds was my rent, my electricity bill, maybe my next week travel card. And then I was going to the shop and then I was buying food and I was just tapping the card and basically praying deep inside that I won't see rejected because I suddenly spend more than I should. That's why if you hold all your money in one place, you're kinda playing like a Russian roulette. You will go, you will see, but you don't know what may happen. All you need is just a second account. The best would be in different bank in different place. So the moment your salary hit the account, you're going and you're transferring the savings to that account. That's what I'm going till today's date for past years, and that's what it helps me a lot. And thanks to that, you won't need to be any more worried. The second mistake, guessing my life number. I used to think that I was doing amazing, I was doing good because I was an assistant manager. I was earning more than a minimum wage, so I was doing okay. I was having a good salary at that time. But my issue was that I didn't know my life number. I didn't know how much do I need to survive each month. You don't need a complex or crazy massive spreadsheet, but you need to sit down, you need to take a piece of paper and write it down. How much is your rent? How much is your travel card? How much is your food? Food, of course, roughly, but as well, how much is your electricity? How much is your water? How much is your phone? Write it every single bill on the paper that is a must for you to survive each month. Whatever after you will find out on your bank statement, ask yourself, is that necessary? Or maybe because of this you will suddenly find out that you have 2, 3, 5 extra unexpected subscriptions which are draining your account. When I sat down finally and I wrote every single bill, every single expenses, and I find out my life number is 1,500, but I was spending 1,800. That's when I realized that something is wrong. That's when the shame came to me and said, like, how the heck you're expecting to be okay even if a manager or even someone higher, if you spending more than you earning, more than what you need. And the moment the salary hit my account and I know on my main account where's all the bills, everything coming out, I need to leave that 1,500 and whatever above is can go easily to savings. And this way I was not tempted to spend them, I was not tempted to use them. My impulse buying dropped down as well a bit. If you have them on the different account, then to transfer them back, there's few extra steps that you need to do that then you may be like, What for? The peace and quiet been very welcome in my life again. And the third mistake, dopamine borrowing. When I kept everything still on one account, even that I know my exact life number, I was still kinda like, okay, I have £300, I'm gonna do that buy now pay later stuff. That okay, that hoodie is just £100, let's say, so I'm gonna borrow that £100 this month, I'm gonna get the salary next month, and instead of saving 300, I'm just gonna save 400. No freaking way, forget it about that. You're gonna spend that £100 or maybe even £200, and the next month you're gonna find another stupid stuff just to satisfy your dopamine hit, bad day at work or whatever, and except saving 300, you're gonna be carry on spending all your money. That's why when you have the second account and you transfer that £300 to the second account, so the moment you want to just like go and touch the card or something, you will be like, yes, but wait, I need to go to different application now, I need to log in, type all the passwords, everything, then I need to transfer it back to that account, then I need to touch it, those 5, 10, 30 seconds, whatever it's gonna take you. It can be that kind of wall that you'll be like, so maybe I don't need that hoodie, or maybe I don't need that. That's the power I seen in my life, that it changed a lot just by having simply second account. And as well, I spent years thinking that I need to be smarter, I need some crazy budgeting apps. All I need for my brain, a simple dashboard that's gonna show me everything in one place. How much I'm spending for my transport, for my food, for my entertainment, for my bills, and so on. Everything in one place, so my brain will see it and analyze it straight away. Where I'm overspending, where I might need to have a look because maybe I spend more than I should. That's why I built my SpendSmart application, because it shows me all that in one place. Each month I can sit down and I can see where is all my money going, if I'm keeping roughly everything how it should be, if I'm not getting crazy and wasting money for stuff that probably I shouldn't even. If you still living on a vibe, you still don't know your exact life number, the banks will just love you. That's why they are there, to live off from people like me back in the days and you today. If you want to find your life number today and start getting a clarity, start with my 7-day money clarity challenge workbook. It is a workbook thanks to which one I found my life numbers, thanks to which one I got the clarity, which one I wish to have when I was in my 20s drinking off my house. I will put the link down in the description. So now you know the 2-account rule, which one I use, but at the same time you need to know now which card to use, which card to check, so you can separate that two things, so you won't be paying those lazy taxes. So watch this video next, that I'm gonna show you a card that I'm personally using it, that helping me to save hundreds every single year.